Oh, hi. Hello there. I was just about to start filming a March TBR video, but there's these pack of books that I have not read yet from my February TBR. So I was thinking, well, what do I do now? And what I decided to do is make a video of trying to read them. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So basically, it's the 24th of February and I've read 4 books out of 9 so far on my February TBR list. And I read 4 books from the list in January too. So I wanna at least, surpass that. We've got 5 books left. Oh my god, I can't believe I just counted the books when it's literally 9 takeaway 4. Never mind. We've got 5 books left and exactly 5 days in February. Is that right? 1 book a day, here we go. No. That's not gonna happen, but I do hope to at least finish. I was gonna say 1 or 2 more, 2 or 3 more books in these few days that I have. Okay, to fill you in on the books that we have left, we have Powerless by Laura Roberts. This is a romance and a fantasy in one. But I am reading House of Flame and Shadow right now. Actually, let me show you that. This big boy. So, I'm about... Where is my bookmark? Oh, here we go. I'm about halfway through. I'd like to say I am halfway through, but it's debatable. So I don't really want to go into another fantasy right now. So I think we're gonna leave this to the side. And then we have Freed by E.L. James. So this is the very last book in the 50 Shades series. And all my other books are on the shelf looking all pretty because they've been read and this one just hasn't. Then again, it is another thick one. So how many pages is this? 753 pages. Yeah, I feel like... And it's tiny writing as well. I feel like this is another one which we're gonna put to the side for now. And then we have Vice Vive by Holly Jackson. This is a mystery thriller, YA mystery thriller? Is that right? This is a potential read for this video. I feel like it's a quick read, and because it's YA, I feel like that's also why it's a quick read. But basically it's tiny and the chapters take place through like 8 hours. Like each chapter is an hour, and I feel like with that it's like, I don't know, it just goes by quicker because you're like, oh my god, okay, 1 hour down, next hour. And because it's like, intense, you want to keep reading. So this is a potential for today. Then we have The Power by Naomi Alderman. I had this on my January TBR, and now I had it on my February TBR, so I really want to read it. But I'm not feeling it. It's a dystopian sci-fi fantasy fiction. As far as I've heard, it's like all the free. So I'm a bit, I'm interested, but at the same time I'm like, do I want to pick up another like complicated read while I've got this on the go? Then again, it is like tiny. I mean, the writing's tiny as well, and it like fills up the whole page. But yeah, this is also a potential for this video. And then the last book we have, it's Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. And It's a huge one. This is a romance novel and it's also part of a series. I looked up on my shelf as if I have the other copies. Like, no, I don't have the other parts of the series because I haven't read this yet. But I have been really intrigued to read this, but I think because it's so huge, it just intimidates me. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in the maybe read in this video pile because I really do want to get to it. I just don't know if it's, you know, actually gonna happen. So we've got these 3 books potentially. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Five Survive to begin with, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I was wrong. I thought every hour is a chapter, but I guess that would have like not made sense because, you know, only 8 chapters in this big of a book. That would be really long chapters. But I am on chapter 2 now, but it is basically split in 2 hours. But I don't know how much. Can you see like the black bits? That's where like the hours are. But yeah, I don't know how many chapters are in like 1 hour, but I guess we'll see. It's the next day, and I have actually been awake for like 2 hours now. It's currently noon, but I finally finished Five Survive, and that was actually pretty cool. At first, I was kind of like reading it, but like skipping over stuff, which is not the way to go about things. But yeah, it just wasn't hooking me in to begin with. And then, oh, and it wasn't what I expected. So I thought each chapter was an hour, but as I've said, that's not how it was. And obviously, that's not how it was because it's only 8 hours and 8 chapters would be like really long chapters. And also, I thought it was because it's 6 friends, I thought it was going to be like a lot of POVs, whereas it wasn't. It really wasn't. It was just one POV of one of the main characters, and that was really interesting. That is not what I expected. I don't know why I thought it would be like lots of POVs. I feel like with the thrillers and the mysteries I've been reading recently, it's just been like multiple POVs, but with this one it wasn't. And you know what? It was actually like a nice little surprise. Like it was a different kind of read. But while it was only one point of view, we did find out like other people's thoughts and feelings and secrets. So that was interesting. Also, it was more on like the gorier side, would I say? Like, there is like definite, and it is like a bit of like descriptive death, which again I did not expect. But yeah, it was actually a really good read. I don't know how many stars I'm rating it yet. I'm still thinking. But I'm happy I finished another book from my February TBR. That is now 5 books. 5 out of 9. Woo! We're past halfway. But yeah, I don't know what I'm reading next. Okay, I have decided I'm reading Biden 13 next because I've literally been procrastinating from choosing a book all this time. It's nearly 6 p.m. and literally it's been 6 hours since I finished 5 Survive, and I've just been staring at this pile of books, and I was like, oh, that would be good to read, that would be good to read, oh, I want to read that, and then I'm not picking it up. So we are reading Binder 13. I do not know if I'm gonna finish it, but if I do finish it, I'm gonna be very happy with myself. And if I pick up another book while, while reading this or after this, I'm gonna be even happier. So let's just get into this. Oh my god, I just opened this and there's a glossary for things, and there's also a name pronunciation page, and I actually love this because that means I will be able to say them correctly, hopefully. But the fact that they are scary, the fact that they look like this, they scare me. But I'm glad I've got a pronunciation for them. And let's go. I finally got through the first chapter. It was 14 pages. 14 pages. But at the same time, it flowed really well, and I didn't feel like it dragged on. Like, it had so much content that it wasn't boring. So I really like this story so far. It kind of reminds me of high school, and the girl in here is basically high school, college age, set in Ireland, which is really cool. And what else was I gonna say? It kind of reminds me of the Wattpad stories I used to read when I was in high school, and that's not a bad thing. Like, that's a good thing. Obviously, this is like an actual book and stuff, but because it's first person POV, and not third person, which I'm more used to in books, it's just so interesting. And yeah, I like it so far. And if all these chapters are this long, maybe we can actually get through it real quickly. But yeah, it's flowing really well so far, so I'm happy I picked this book up. Hello. It is the 26th of February, so a day later than I last updated you. What is going on with my voice? Anyway, I am still reading Biden 13, and I am only a bit way through. Then again, though, I'm on page 56, so it's actually feels like it's going really fast, and I feel like I am like making progress really quickly. Like, it is a huge book, and I'm already like a bit way through, if you know what I mean. With the House of Flame and Shadow, the other huge book, I did not feel like that at all. I feel like I'm going slow with that one. But with this one, it's a really easy read, and I really like the characters so far. So I am like excited to carry on reading it. But I do have to go now, away for a bit because I've got another video to film, and I can't take this along with me because it's huge. But yeah, I shall be back on Wednesday, which is the 28th of February, and then we potentially have 2 days to finish this off. And also before I go, maybe today I can get a bit more done, hopefully. I am not confident that I'm gonna be able to finish this off, but I am happy that I got into it and I started it because, as I've said, I am really enjoying it. So yeah, I shall update you again on Wednesday. Hi all, it's officially the last day of February. I know I said I'll update you yesterday, but it just didn't happen. I really wasn't feeling well, I was coming down with something, and I'm still feeling a bit strange to be honest, but I'm okay. And no, I haven't read more of Binding 13, which is very sad, but I am hoping to carry it on in March. So I have to finish this video, get it edited and uploaded for today's upload. So very lifetime if you're watching this today, and yeah, I just thought you deserve a proper finish. So I hope you somewhat enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. Let me know if you've read any of these books, and subscribe if you would like to stick around and see more book content. And see you next time.